season, third of the way through already. How would you assess the team and where they're at right now?
Banged up. Um, we have had pretty much a different team every game except for maybe the first 3 games of the year. But we've showed fight and we show resilience to pull through some tough situations, and we've had different guys step up when other guys have been out. But I would like for this next 10 games or these next few games for us to get some consistency in who we have and who we're able to use and who we're able to utilize. But I'm happy for where we are with the circumstances that we've had at this point.
To that point, do you anticipate Devin's going to play Friday? Or?
You know what? I don't know. I thought about that last night when I got in bed. I was actually like, we talked about Elk, we talked about, but I didn't ask about Devin. He was, doing some stuff in the training room when I went in yesterday, so I'll find out as soon as I leave here what's going on.
I guess to that point, also, that guy stepping up, how big was it just to see a freshman like AJ just coming out on the road like that and just perform the way he did?
Unbelievable, and I'll be honest, like he prepares like that every day, and I always tell players at some point your chance is going to come where you can prove to me that you deserve to get more minutes and be in the game, and you're able to handle a tough environment, and it's your job to stay ready. And he stayed ready, and not only was he really good, I probably needed to put him in at the end of the game a little more as I watched the game, because the end of the game became more of a ball control game to eliminate them from pressing and things. But with our lack of rebounding in the last few games, I decided to keep a bigger lineup out there, and so we'll mix him in. We'll be able to utilize him in a lot of situations and move him around. But I think he'll help us from here on out.
When you look at Georgia Southern, where do you feel like you guys need to do well to win that one?
Guard. I mean, I try to stay pretty much consistent, keep my message consistent to the guys. If you start moving around, it kind of confuses them, and then you can't play hard. I feel like when they start thinking a lot, their feet start moving slower. And so we got to guard, keep the ball in front of us, rebound, and take care of the ball. If we can do those things, we'll give ourselves a chance to play. We're actually scoring the ball at a pretty good rate this year, and we make shots. We got scoring at the rim. I think we had, 42 points the other day, and we limited our number of threes, but we've also been able to show that we can hit the three ball at a high rate when we need to. And so if we can just give ourselves possessions and not turn the ball over and actually not give people second chance points, I think we give ourselves a chance.
Is there a commonality you've seen through the 3 games, like a stretch here of the turnover issue? Is it like a lack of positioning, just like mental lapses? Like, what do you feel like is kind of?
As I watch film more and more, I'm beginning to think it's from Will Jeffers not being out there. And you say, well, why is a four-man? Because Will Jeff threw the ball in. He's not a turnover guy. So one of your guys that plays 30 minutes doesn't turn the ball over. It's okay for Sean Newman to have 6 turnovers in every now and then. He handles the ball 38 minutes a game. It's not okay for your 3, 4, and 5 to have 12 of them together. And when you had Will Jeff out there not having any, when you had Sean out there only having 2, when you had Amari with only 1 and the other ball handlers with only 1 or 2, then we were a low turnover team. But now you're looking up, and at our 3, 4, and 5 position, we got 10, and that's too many to have at that position. I think in Memphis, Devin had 3, Caden probably had 3, Bacho probably had 4. Those are our 20 in a sense. And I know people say, well, Sean had 7. We also had 11 assists. And so, you just can't have non-ball handlers turning the ball over.
Ben, you got a question?
Yeah. You look at this stretch throughout the year. You mentioned some of the injuries, obviously forcing you to play some guys some heavy minutes, especially in the backcourt. Do you think that's kind of been a reason for maybe some of these slow starts the last couple of weeks? Is just these guys needing a break? Maybe a lot like you're getting this week leading up to Georgia Southern.
Oh, definitely. I think not only that, we've had back-to-back games. I think the longest break until now was the break in between UMass and Mississippi College, where we actually got rest in between those games. But we have had no rest, and I'm playing guys 35 minutes. There's been games where I've looked out there and I know we've been tired. At some point in the Memphis game, I could look in Sean Newman's eyes and see that he was running out of gas. And I'm asking them to be tough, and we're working about getting our shape, but you have to practice to get in shape. I know you can get in game shape, but this is not the NBA. So we got to get back to practicing. And so this week we get to have multiple practices. I was so happy for the reasons they were, that Lafayette moved the game back another day. It actually gave us another day of rest and another day of practice so we could actually rest our guys and then go out and play another game.
I know a lot of asked of Baccia, but he hasn't been rebounding at the same clip that he did last year. Was it good to see him get those 11 boards against Lafayette? Because, moving forward, I think he's going to need to be, more of a playmaker when it comes to rebounding.
Oh, no doubt. It was good to see him get those 11 boards. And actually, it was a quiet 11, to be really honest. Like, usually when he rebounds, he's rebounding. I just think he has to be relentless at it. I think it's his most important stat. Everybody wants to talk about him scoring the basketball. But if he's going to accomplish the things he want to accomplish and go up to that other level, he ain't shooting the ball as much as he wants to at that level. He's going to show people he can rebound the ball offensively and defensively and help people get stops.
What are your thoughts on your new Bulldog, number 6, Tim McGraw? Do you think he can help you this week?
I wish I could throw somebody in. It was good to see him kind of give life. He's the ultimate team player, and we wanted to give the guys kind of a smile on a day that they didn't have to do a lot of activity and just could kind of rest and relax. And to see them smile when he ran out there was a big thing. They love Coach McGraw. He's been a fan favorite in our locker room for 3 years now, and so just happy. And what's so crazy is at the end of that, we got a call from 4 of our old guys: Isaiah Crawford, Drayvon Mangum, Tyler Henry, and Talik Chavez. They were mad because they didn't get black uniforms, and I told them they have to understand that they paved the way for these to come. So happy about that.
What's the latest on Elkington as far as when he might return?
I'm hoping any day now. I'm hoping today at practice. He should be getting back to the point where he can get back. You're never 100% when you come back from an ankle injury, an ankle sprain. It's gonna be sore when he first come back. So hopefully he can log some practice days, get that soreness out, and be prepared for Friday. That's what we're hoping.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.